broadcasting from Landrigan Field here in Wakefield, Massachusetts. Wakefield Community Access TV is proud to bring you tonight's game between the Wakefield Warriors and the Watertown Raiders. Hello, everybody. I'm Dave Gardner alongside of Virginia Bree. Virginia, Wakefield, Watertown. What do you got for me?
Yes. So, both in the last 2 years, Wakefield and Watertown has played, and 2 years ago, Watertown beat Wakefield 20-14, and last year Wakefield pulled through and they won in overtime 23-20.
Now this is senior night. Tell me about senior night.
Yes, so senior night is the last regular season home game for Wakefield, and tonight there was 24 seniors who are playing their last home game for Wakefield.
Fantastic. It's going to be a big night for them. And now tonight, you are also telling me that tonight is big playoff implications for both teams. In fact, Wakefield, they need to win, and then they play the wait-and-see game, you were telling me.
Yes, so right now, Wakefield's record is 2-4, and Watertown has a 3-3 record. So the outcome of this game will have a huge impact on the seeding for the playoffs, and they'll find out on Sunday what place they are in.
So we'll have to wait till Sunday to see on the playoff matchups if these teams make it. But tonight, they've got to concentrate on tonight first and get the W tonight.
Yes, that is right.
So now we have the PA announcer announcing the game here. We have the camera down in the corner. Getting ready for the players to come out for both sides. Wakefield will be in the red jerseys tonight, and Watertown will be in the white.
With the red helmets.
With the red helmets.
Looks like Watertown will come out first.
Looks like the visiting team may come out first. We have the cheerleaders all lined up from both squads out there. The players should make their entrance shortly. The officials are stretching out right down below us. It was warm earlier, Virginia, 68 degrees in the ride in.
Yeah.
Now it seems to cool down a little bit and a little bit windy, but a lot better than the rain we had last time in the game against Winchester.
Much better.
We have a video issue right now, working on some technical difficulties here, so please stand by, as they say, as we sync up the cameras here, but we are live. And here come the Watertown Raiders. In the white shirts, the red helmets, as Virginia pointed out, and also the black pants.
Yes.
And they will take the bench right below us here on the near side of the field. And the Wakefield Warriors are coming out on the other side as they make their way. They will have the red jerseys, also red helmets, and the gray pants on. I do like the gray. It's always cool. You don't see gray that much, but we're going to see some gray tonight.
No, I think they're new, actually.
I don't think they were in gray last time.
No, I don't think so either. They got new away jerseys. They might have gotten new pants for home.
They might have. So both teams are getting ready to take the field. The band's in place.
Yes, and Wakefield will be let out by their 24 seniors.
And we hope, and the video is back, so there you can see Wakefield down in the end zone to our right, getting ready to run through the cheerleaders as they get ready for senior night here, last home game of the season for the Warriors.
Unless, of course, they get a home playoff game.
Unless they get a home playoff game. Good point. So last regular season game,
yes.
I will clarify. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
And we got some key players we're going to be zooming in on tonight, and Virginia will tell you about that as we get going during the game, but she's done some very good investigative reporting for us once again.
Thank you. Looks like the band's getting ready to play here.
Almost ready to go. Unfortunately, not all the news is good for Wakefield. We have an injury to talk about to a key member of the team.
That's right.
Who was very big in the last game we broadcasted here against Winchester. That we'll talk about that right after the band. And there's the team coming out. Here come the Warriors. And they take their spot across the field from us. And we're just moments away from the opening kickoff.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats for the playing of the
have the national anthem coming up. So we have the marching band and the 8th grade middle school band as well. Here we go. The anthem has been played. The band is wrapping it up. Another terrific job by the band. Always like hearing a live band doing the anthem.
Me too.
It sets the whole mood of the night. It really
Yes.
does. We got the Wakefield crowd down to our left, chanting, "Let's go Wakefield" already. They are pumped for tonight's game.
Yes, great turnout there by the Red Sea.
And the crowd is still filing in here, as it was last time. The Winchester game was like half full at kickoff, and by middle of the first quarter, this place was jammed.
That's right. So the captain's now heading to the middle of the field.
Yep, we're gonna have the coin toss to see who's gonna get the ball first. Nope. Now, Virginia, you were telling us about how the Watertown team was not a very deep team, not a lot of players in that team.
That's right. They only have like 30, 35 players on their roster.
And that's not a lot, considering you got 11 offense and 11 defense. It doesn't leave a lot of room for spares. So let's see how they react here. There's a lot of folks over there on the Wakefield bench.
Yes.
So Watertown has won the toss, and they will receive. Teams gather at center one last time for the opening kickoff. And we should have a good one here tonight. Now, Virginia, tell us about the injury now to Wakefield, unfortunately. Tell us about that.
That's right. Mark Bianiston, a senior, in the Stoneham game 3 weeks ago, he broke his leg. That's just not a good sign there for Wakefield. He was one of their best offensive and defensive players.
And you were saying he does track too, right?
That's right. In outdoor track in the spring, he's all-state in both high jump and long jump.
So let's hopefully he heals up quick and is back in action quickly.
Let's hope so.
On a lineup on the right-hand side, defending the goal to our right. They will receive the opening kickoff. Wakefield will obviously be on the left-hand side as we go. I'm going to see who the kicker is. He was pretty good last time for Wakefield.
That's right.
Is that Hurley, Dan Hurley?
Yes, it is Dan Hurley.
Looks like they have Brett Sutherland back deep to receive the kickoff. And here we go. The kick will come.
Or it might be Alex Jolly there, number 45.
Yeah, looks like they're going to have number 45, Alex Jolly, kicking this one off from the 40. And here we go. We are underway here in Wakefield. Good kickoff. Taken out to 20. Trying to go wide. He's at the 25 and taken down right at the 30-yard line. Good kickoff coverage there. That That was John Corte on the kick return.
That's right. He's one of the best offensive players, so we need to keep an eye on him.
Looks like we have number 5, Nick McDermott, going to be quarterback in the Raiders tonight. They line up right away. No hesitation. Oh, they get that first play all set right after the kickoff.
Wakefield wants to go really fast out of the huddle tonight as well.
There's the first play from scrimmage. The Raiders going right to left in the white jerseys. Handoff up the middle. Big gain, 6 or 7 yards on the play. I think that was Mange Camera on the play, number 21, and we were talking an awful lot about him before the game.
Yes, that's right. He's another one of the players that Wakefield needs to keep an eye on tonight. He's one of the fastest kids in Massachusetts, so they need to keep him short and not let him go off on some big long runs.
5'9", 165-pound running backs. Camera, keep an eye on him, number 21. Now the Raiders come onto the eye. McDermott takes a snap, hands it off to Camera again, and he's going to get over the 40. That should be good enough for a Watertown first down.
That's right. It looks like he was taken down there by at least Bobby Young, among others.
So a fresh set of downs for Watertown as they move the change and a couple of runs up the middle by Mange Camera. And they go no huddle one more time. This time McDermott in the shotgun. The running back on each side. In motions goes Corte. And we got a flag here and a false start. So it'll be 1st and 15 now. And we kind of saw something similar to this in the Winchester game a few weeks ago, Virginia, whereas Winchester was moving the ball, then they get hit with a couple of penalties and they were marching backwards.
That's right. Coach Cummings was saying that they'll need to stay away from penalties and turnovers tonight.
So 1st and 15 back at the 41. Drops back to pass this time, going deep down the right-hand side, has a man almost intercepted.
Bobby Keegan there almost for the interception.
Took that one away. I think that was Corte going down the right side, had a pair of 11s. And Keegan guarding Corte over there, and he threw that one up. Get that a little further. I think Corte might have had that, but nice play by Keegan, as you said.
Yeah, he almost brought that in.
They're getting the ball set to go.
It always appears as if Wakefield started most of their seniors.
So we have a 2nd and 15 now from the 36. Going out of the shotgun one more time. He's got running backs on each side of him. Takes a snap this time. Cameron takes the ball. He's taken out for a loss.
That's right, by number 77, Devin O'Brien, another senior.
It's going to be an 8 or 9 yard loss on the play. On the end around. And the speedy Camera was caught on the play. So now it's 3rd and really long.
It's 3rd down and 22.
Yeah, they're calling it 22 yards for a first down, so might have to air this one out to pick up the first down yardage. Wakefield playing back. McDermott takes a snap. Pumps once, throws it over the middle. Behind Corte on the play, and was knocked down.
Yes, that's right. There's at least Robbie Fawcett there involved.
So now it's going to be a 4th down. So after getting a first down up over their own 40-yard line, they've gone backwards on a penalty and then a big tackle for a loss. So they'll be kicking it away. That might be number 9 back there. J.J. Santos. And we got a flag on the play. And a fair catch called and caught at the 33-yard line. Let's see what the flag is.
Ryan Fitzpatrick there. with their catch.
Fitzpatrick calling a fair catch at the 34. Let's see what the flag is. Offside on Wakefield. They're going to decline that and go with the kick.
Looks like Connor Kenley there was the kicker for Watertown.
We were talking about him, how he's a really good kicker.
That's right.
He got a good punt away there, punting deep in his own zone. So that's why they decided to decline that penalty and take the kick and the fair catch. And Wakefield now will come out on offense for the first time.
That's right. Watertown's kicker, he can punt it at least 50 yards.
Yeah, I was saying he was hitting 50-yard field goals.
Yeah, that's right.
That's fantastic. Alrighty, so we got Mike Lucy back in the quarterback. He hands it off up the middle, and unfortunately not much there. A couple of yards maybe.
That's right. Looks like it was the carry by Bobby Young.
Bobby Young picks up a couple of yards on the handoff from Lucy, and some positive yards for Wakefield here.
That's good. We need to keep the positive yards going. No negative yards. No going backwards. No penalties.
2nd 8 for the Warriors on their own 36-yard line. 7:45 and counting here in the first quarter from a warm but windy night in Landrigan Field. Now bobbled the snap, but he covers it. That was dangerous. That was a fumble. That was loose. They're picked up by Bobby Young.
Once again.
So we just talked about going backwards, and now they're going backwards. So each team.
I spoke too soon.
Each team going backwards in their first possession. So now looks like a 3rd and 12 on the play from the 32. The original line of scrimmage is the 34. So call that a loss of 4 on the play. Lucy in the shotgun, kicks, almost drew him offside. Now goes back to pass, trying to look. Now he's scrambling, throws it over the middle. It's deflected, almost picked off, then almost caught. Went in and out of the hands of Yosef Hamad. And the Wakefield receiver, Virginia, who was that almost picked up the deflection?
It looked like it was Ryan Fitzpatrick there who almost got that.
It was almost intercepted, then almost caught. But in either case, Wakefield's going to have to kick it away. Is that 17 Cam Souza back there kicking that, Virginia?
It appears to be so. Yes.
Takes a snap, and now the kick is nice and high. It's bobbled. Let's see who has it now. If that touched Watertown's Wakefield ball, it is. Wakefield is going to get the ball back. Henry Steichman right there on the play.
Involved again early.
That kick was high. And the Watertown returner, that might have been camera on the play, misjudged that in the light. Looks like he got a hand on it. And that's a live ball. So the first break of the game going to Wakefield. They will have the ball now on the 35-yard line of Watertown. The Watertown coach asking what was going on with that.
I think it's pretty obvious what happened there. He touched the ball and Wakefield covered it.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to catch it and he tried to back off and it hit him in the hand. And Steichman, Johnny on the spot, will pick that up. So Mike Lucy will bring the offense back out. Now he's going to swing it off to the left.
Ryan Fitzpatrick
gets a lane, makes a cut, gets a first down, and brings it down to about the 23, maybe 22-yard line on the play.
Looks like he was brought down there by number 2 there for Watertown, Edward Ferreira,
I think that
Ferreira.
is. Yep, Ferreira on
Okay.
But a nice pitch by Lucio to Fitzpatrick, who ran the sweep to the left and picked up a first down. So after the mishandled punt by Watertown, Wakefield in business at the Watertown 23-yard line.
Let's see if
fresh set of downs.
Let's see if they can get a big run or pass here.
Lucy,
Score early.
Lucy in the gun. Watertown shifting at the line of scrimmage. He's going to hand it off. That's Fitzpatrick again, running for positive yards right up the middle.
Yes, it is Fitzpatrick there.
Inside the 20 now with a 2nd and 5.
In the red zone.
They would be in indeed in the red zone. Good call. No score here in the first quarter. Thanks for tuning in tonight.
Let's see which one of the 64 plays Wakefield has they'll run right now.
So Luciano, the shotgun again. Takes a snap, hands it off now, coming around the right-hand side. Oh, and a big hit! But picking up a couple yards on a play. Henry Steichman, the man who recovered that fumble on the punt, giving Wakefield a great field position.
That's right. Looks like they're still at the 18-yard line.
Well, he might have picked up a yard in the play. They're going to call it no gain, so it's a 3rd and 5 now. Up on 4:45 to play and running here in the first quarter. This is Wakefield's second possession. They just had the ball and they punted and recovered a fumble, so they have the second possession.
Basically never got the ball, never gave the ball away.
They did not know. Back at the right-hand side, going deep in the corner, and he overthrew his man.
That's right. Patrick was covered there by Robbie Ferreira. And they were just thrown out of bounds.
And now we got a 4th down coming up here and 5 from the 13. It's actually from the...
Looks like it's still the 18.
The 18, yep. The scoreboard has it on 13, but that is indeed the 18-yard line. So it's a 4th and 5 now. They went for the home run ball down the right-hand side. Didn't get it.
Didn't knock it out of the park.
So now let's see what they do. So big 4th down here. Wakefield knocking on the door. They're going to need 5.
Touchdown would be nice.
They need to get inside the 14. Lucy back. Lucy holds. Throwing across. And we got, what's that, pass interference on the play? Maybe a hold. He had a man inside the 10.
That's right. It looks like he had number 8 there, Cole Gregson. But it looks like the call is on number 11, John Corte.
Yeah, Corte was looking around like, what did I do?
I think you just got a penalty called on you. I think that's what's happened.
Call pass interference. So automatic 1st down for Wakefield. So I guess in a sense they convert on 4th down thanks to the penalty.
That's right.
So the ball will be placed right at the 10-yard line. And it's going to be a 1st and goal now. Lucy in the gun. He's going to keep it. No, he faked me out. I thought he kept it up the middle. He handed it off.
I thought he did too.
And there's going to be a 3-yard loss in the play. Actually, if he had kept it, he had nobody in front of him. He might have scored. He sold that to me. I thought he had it. And you were watching it too. I was ready to call touchdown on the play, but he didn't have the ball.
I don't even know who actually had the ball. He confused me so much.
Yeah, they had 2 running backs running in front of him. He handed off to one of them. They were running away from us, so it was hard for us to see it.
Yes.
Now we have a 2nd and goal from the 12. Hands it off up the middle and maybe getting back to the 10-yard line.
It's Patrick on the carry once again. Looks like he was taken down there by number 27, Gabriel Simnio for Watertown.
So 3rd and goal now, and they're back at the 10-yard line. Not having much luck running up the middle. So let's see what Wakefield can pull out of their hat here on 3rd down.
Well, they have 64 options on their, I was told that on their wristbands they have 64 plays they can call.
He hands it off, going down the right-hand side, the left-hand side, in for the score! Touchdown!
That's right.
33, Danny Marinaccio. He had a big game against Winchester last time we were here.
That's right. He was involved in a lot of plays.
10-yard touchdown run for Wakefield, and they're on the board here in the first quarter, 6-0.
Just like they did last time, they scored early. Well, it's not really early. There's only 2:48 left here in the first quarter, but they still scored before Watertown, so that's still good. Score first.
Gonna line up for the kick now. Corey's gonna try for the point to make it 7. With a kick, and it's good. So Wakefield,
Nice job there by the freshman.
they take advantage of the fumble on the punt, and they go in for the score. 10-yard run by Danny Marinaccio. The extra point tacked on. It's now 7-0 for Wakefield.
Good job there taking advantage of the mistakes there by Watertown. The mistake on the punt and the passer interference call.
Yeah, that was a 4th down play, and without that, they wouldn't be driving into the end zone. So yeah, they took advantage of the mistake on the punt and the penalty, and they drive it in.
I feel like it's been ages since Wakefield is on defense.
So Wakefield will kick it off from the 40 one more time. This time they're enjoying a lead, 7-0. We had the crowd going here on our left, all excited at the score. So we're gonna have Jolly kicking off one more time. Here he goes. From the 40, little pooch kick on to surprise him. It's gonna be scooped up and thrown down at the 42, so good field position there.
That's right, taken down there by number 55, Dan Cataldo, a senior.
That was Ferreira. Ferreira picking up that little pooch
Yes.
kick there. I think they were trying to fool him a little bit on that. Either that or they were trying to keep it away from camera, because we had talked about him, how fast he was.
Oh,
so
yes.
maybe they're trying to keep it away from him.
I think that's what they want to do tonight. They want to stop both him and Forte on offense and not let them get the ball and get very far.
So Nick McDermott, number 5, was under center this time. So handoff up the middle, 10 yards and a fumble! Picked up by Wakefield, I believe. Let's see who has the ball. And it's gonna be Wakefield ball. There's a flag down, so we gotta hold the phone here. Thought I saw a flag come out.
Looks like Devin O'Brien came up there with the ball.
So the run up the middle, he gained 15 yards and the ball was knocked free. Thought I saw a flag come on. I could be very wrong, Virginia.
I don't think I see a flag. I think those are just someone's yellow cleats for Watertown.
So another turnover here, this time on the handoff. They had pushed the ball over midfield. They were actually inside the 45-yard line. Would have been a first down when the ball was stripped.
That's right.
And let's see if Wakefield could take advantage of another turnover.
Come out and just let the ball get stripped.
Now pitch off to the side. It's going to be going deep. And just overthrown. Oh, man. Gregson had a step on his man. And a little bit of razzle-dazzle there. Sprung the receiver.
That's right. He was covered there by Kamara, who allowed Wakefield to get the ball in the first place with the fumble.
Not too often you're going to get behind him in a foot race, and this time Gregson did manage to get behind him, but the toss was just overthrown. Now 2nd and 10. Going to be handoff up the middle, and first down! Busting up the gut and picking up 12.
That's right, number 36 there for Wakefield, Derek Damasio. It's like Watertown is called a timeout. With 2:14 here left in the first quarter.
Call that a 12-yard gain right up the middle. And with 2:14 to go, as you said, Watertown calling a timeout, trying to regroup the troops here. Nothing's gone right for them in the last few minutes.
That's right.
They had that opening drive. They ended up going backwards. They had to punt. They did hold Wakefield, but then on the ensuing punt by Wakefield, they fumbled, and then Wakefield ended up taking that in.
Wakefield's offense just seems to be ruling the field right now.
Yeah, they've been on the field a long time, tiring out that Watertown defense.
It's probably going to help them later on in the game.
Yeah, Watertown did get the ball back, and on a good run up the middle, as you said, it was fumbled. So they've had a couple of plays and a couple of turnovers. And Wakefield will take that. They'll take the ball all day long if you want to give it to them.
Yes, they would.
All right, so after the timeout, it's a 1st and 10 for Wakefield on the Watertown 45-yard line. Wakefield in the red jerseys and the gray pants, and Watertown in the white jerseys and the black pants. Lucy is going to hand this one off and tripped up. Looks like he was going to get a few more yards on the play, but he's tripped up at the 42-yard line. That was Fitzpatrick on the carry.
And it looked like coming out of that timeout, one of the Watertown coaches was upset with one of the officials about probably some caller that's happened. But the Watertown head coach is good friends there with Wakefield's head coach. They used to coach together, so it's becoming a rivalry between these two teams.
Yeah, and now they're going head-to-head tonight, so Lucy's going to hand that off the middle. Fitzpatrick one more time, takes a big hit, inching towards the first down marker, but I think it's going to be a little short.
Maybe about a yard shorter, so
that's going to bring up a 3rd and very short. They're going to call it 1.
Looks to be about so.
Bring in some of the muscle now. Damasio moving in. Lucy gonna keep it himself, go up the middle, runs into the pack of players, and I don't think he got it.
I don't think he did.
This time he kept it himself, and he ran into a boatload of white.
There's a small chance he could have gotten it if he put the ball out, but
so it's a
they'll
4th
check it.
down.
Looks like inches.
Looks like Wakefield's going to go for it here on 4th and inches. He got a little close. He got closer than I thought. I didn't think he got the half yard that they're giving him.
I could tell he pushed his way through. Just couldn't tell if he got over the line or not.
It was a big 4th down play here. 26 seconds and counting here in the first quarter. 7-0 Wakefield. They got a 4th down on the 35.5-yard line. They need to get to the 35. Lucy out of the gun. Gonna hand it off this time. Plowing up the middle for 5 yards and a 1st down.
Nice job there by Ryan Fitzpatrick once again. Looks like it's the end of the quarter.
Oh, we had 6 seconds
Looks
showing
like it's
on the clock.
6 seconds. Maybe it was a timeout.
Well, now they're going to run it now. So they stopped the clock initially for the 1st down to reset the chains. And that's going to do it
for the first quarter.
So at the end of the first quarter, it's Wakefield 7 and Watertown nothing on a 10-yard run by Danny
Marinaccio.
The teams will swap ends.
You beat me to it. I was going to say that too.
They will swap ends here for the second quarter.
Mind reader over there. Got the Much Band going.
Yeah, they're cranking the tunes out over here to the left of us. I don't know if you can hear that on the broadcast, but
we're certainly enjoying it up here.
We are enjoying it. It's a very festive crowd. So Wakefield with the ball. See if they keep marching down the field.
See what you did there. Marching band, marching.
You're quick. All right, so it's a 1st and 10 at the 32. Wakefield now going from right to left.
They haven't reset the game clock, though. It still says zeros.
Fitzpatrick trying to gain some yards. He maybe picked up a couple on the play. So that should be a 2nd and 8.
And there's the clock.
Wakefield's going to line up real quick. They called a couple of plays in a row here. Haven't seen either team huddle up yet today.
Not really. Wakefield's kind of been huddling up. They want to get fast out of that huddle, sometimes do no huddle.
Nashio is
Fast
in
to the
motion.
line.
Lucy checking his play one more time, and here we go. From the shotgun.
Man in motion.
Lucy hands it up the middle and marching forward for a couple of yards, and then the pack pushing him forward for a few more, inching towards that first down marker.
Number 36 there, and again on the carry, Derek Damasio.
I want to take a look to see if this is indeed a first down or not.
It almost looks like there's a flag.
I don't think it's a first down. He gained a couple yards by himself, and then he had the whole student body pushing him forward for a few more.
That's right, there were so many bodies there just trying to get that first down.
Oh boy. So
Wow, another penalty there against Watertown.
Yeah, costly penalty in their own territory for the Raiders, and that's going to be a big one. That's going to put the ball
in the red zone.
In the red zone, yeah, looks like the 12-yard line. So what turned into a 3rd and 1 or a 3rd and 2 is now a
it's
first
the
and
11-yard
10.
line there. Looks like it's 12. They said the 11, so I'm going with the 11.
We'll call it 11 and a half.
Yes, let's go with that.
So last time, Wakefield took advantage of a pass interference call. Now it's an unsportsmanlike call, and driving forward for a few yards there was number 36, Damasio.
Once again, looks like he got to the 18-yard box of the soccer field, which would be about the 8-yard line there on the football field.
Yeah, there's a lot of lines over there. Trying to sort them all out.
Yellow line was the first one I came up with. I used the soccer metrics there for a second.
There you go. You are a soccer player. Good
Yes,
job.
that's right.
So they're inside the 10, 2nd and 7. They can actually get a first down around the 2-yard line.
That's my box, too. I'm a goalie. Let's keep the drive going.
Yeah, Wakefield taking as much time as they need to, up by 7 and knocking on the door. This time it's a snap to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick swinging to the right-hand side and gaining a couple yards on the play.
Looks like he's at the 6, maybe 7.
Yeah, he took a direct snap. Didn't have a lot of room to run on the right side, though. Watertown's done a good job on the right side. Not
I
so
think
much on the left
Fitzpatrick's
side.
the quarterback right now.
He was for that play. I think.
No, he's still in as the quarterback.
Oh, he is. Good catch on that.
I wonder if they're just giving Lucy a break, or if they're playing Fitzpatrick right now because he's a senior and they're probably senior
Maybe,
night.
yeah, Fitzpatrick taking the ball. This time he goes to the left. Got a flag coming in, and he's stuffed around the 5-yard line. Might have got to the 4.
Yeah,
Let's see what the
maybe
flag
3
is.
or 4 there.
Maybe they're coming out of the Wildcat formation.
Yes,
there.
the flag is at the 6, 7-yard line.
Yeah, looks like that's going to be on Wakefield. Maybe a hold?
Holding.
And it is. So that's the first call of the game against the Warriors. So they were knocking on the door at the 5. They're going to back them up 10 yards.
They're repeating 2nd down there. Holding call on Wakefield.
So they're going to back it up now to about 17.
Or 15. Or 17.
They got to get to the
It
2
looks like the
for a
17.
first down. Yeah, they got a long way
And
to go.
here comes Lucy back in.
Lucy back in. Most likely it's going to be a passing play here.
Yeah, they were trying to run it in there with Fitzpatrick. That's probably what they were trying to
They
do.
got the wind in their face, though, looking at the flag blowing out. Lucy going back. He's going to throw into that wind if he can get loose. Gets around a man. Lucy now on the run.
Take it in himself.
He cuts inside the 5, close to the first down around the 2-yard line. He gained 14, almost 15 yards on the scamper. And
If he got to the 2, I think he got a first down.
Yeah, we're going to see where they spot it. Looks like it's going to be on the 3.
Just short.
So 4th
Like
and
inches,
1.
centimeters even.
So Wakefield's going to take a timeout.
Just inches short of the 3rd. I thought he was closer to the 2. I thought he got down there.
So you wonder if they're going to try the kick, but with that wind swirling around, it just kicked up again. If they're going to try to push forward to get that 1 yard, or if they're going to go for the kick, take the 3.
Not sure. I thought he got down to the 2, but I guess his knee was down before.
It was at the far side of the field. That's a long way from where we are right now. It's hard to say. So 7-0 our score here from Landrigan Field in Wakefield, Massachusetts. Wakefield up over Watertown.
Yes, with 7:25 here left in the first half.
Yep, we are in the second quarter here. Dave Garner alongside of Virginia Bree.
Yes.
On Wakefield Community Access TV. On a cool and windy night. I was going to say warm and windy, but it's cooling down a little bit now.
Yeah. It was warm and windy when we first showed up, and
we got
the temperature starting to dip.
We have this one cameraman over here, Virginia, to our right. He's got hats and coats and long underwear on.
Yeah.
He's got those furry boots on. You'd think he was in Green Bay.
Yeah, I don't think it's cold enough to do that yet.
The furry boots a little much.
Yeah.
All right, so it's a 4th and 1. They dropped the ball, and it's going to be scooped up by Wakefield, but it's all academic at this point. They needed to get the first down.
It was recovered there by number 33, but
yeah, Marinaccio with the recovery, but they needed to get the first down, so it kind of didn't matter who recovered that ball.
Yeah, it didn't really matter.
It's going to be Watertown ball. So a great chance to get it down to the 3-yard line, and the drive stalls, and that gives Watertown some life now. They are deep in their own territory, though, but they do have the ball. Technically, this is their second possession of the game.
Yes, I don't count.
Actually, no, it would be their third.
Yeah.
It would be their third. They ran one play in the second possession, resulted in a fumble. And Wakefield got it down to the 3, but couldn't cash in. Going in motion was Corte. Now handoff up the middle, and he's ran into a bunch of the Wakefield defenders on the play.
That's right.
I think that was camera on the carry, 21.
Yeah. He looks like he was brought down by at least Brendan Coughlin there, among others. 2nd and 8 now.
Picked up a pair, clock running under 7 minutes ago here in the half. The Watertown coach is sliding way down to give him instructions.
I think there's a box they're supposed to stay in, but
yeah, they were a little. That's what the referee was pointing at. Says you need to get back in that box. He's got 1 foot on the line now. Technically, he's in the box.
I guess.
Now it's our third base coach over there.
Brian Butterfield there, not staying in the box.
Take the pass going off to the side, connects with his man, and picked up a few yards on the play. Yosef Hamad on the reception.
And Ryan Fitzpatrick there with the tackle, or the hug, because he's already on the ground. We just kind of landed on top of him.
So some positive yards there, leads to a 3rd and 6. They have to get it to the 18 for a first down. McDermott under center this time. They need 6. Takes a snap. He's going to hand it off. Camera with it. Runs it to, oh, a big tackle right there.
That's right.
Who was that, Virginia, making a tackle?
Looks like
wow.
It was number 13 there. Brendan Coughlin, it looks like.
I want to say Jolly, number 45, was in on the tackle.
Yeah, he was too.
So now.
Both involved there on the big tackle.
Yeah, it's a 4th and 6, deep in their own territory. So Wakefield holds, allows them only 4 yards on the 3 plays. And see if Watertown kicks this away, and yeah.
Looks like they are.
Looks like they're going to have Ferreira back to kick this one away.
Looks like Fitzpatrick might be back on there.
And we got a flag. Beauty of a kick all the way to midfield. Fitzpatrick trying to show off and catch it behind his back there.
Was unsuccessful.
But there was a penalty on Watertown, so they're going to back him up a few more yards. So Wakefield should get some terrific field position.
But he is a really good punter and kicker, so.
He's a fantastic kicker there. That got all the way over the 50-yard line, but now he's going to be punting from his own end zone. So if Ryan Fitzpatrick can move up in this ball and get a decent return, Wakefield will be in great shape.
So right now he's at the 51.
The 49.
49. Depending on which side you're counting from.
Oh, a high snap this time. But plenty of time to kick it away. This one's going to hang up in the wind. It's going to bounce around the 42 and go backwards and down at about the 41-yard line.
41 and a half.
I think that was Brett Sutherland downing the ball, number 15. So terrific field position for Wakefield here with 4:37 to go in the second quarter.
That's right, Wakefield's still up 7-0.
So what have you seen so far, Virginia, in this game here?
I've seen Wakefield take advantage of some penalties, but not all of them, and they've also taken advantage of some mistakes by Watertown, but they've also had their own mistakes, and they just haven't been able to push the ball into the end zone as probably as much as they have wanted to, despite some good field position.
Now a handoff coming down the left-hand side. We got another flag thrown out. It's a first down carry by Steichman on the play.
And he was taken down there by number 41 and 27 there for Watertown.
That's coming back, though. I think there was a holding call on the play. So a terrific run by Steichman. He's been known to run long distances. They're going to bring him back on a holding call. So you were just talking about the mistakes, Virginia.
And here we go again.
Yeah, a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line, and now the penalty's going to bring them back on their own side of the field. That wind's still blowing. I don't know if one of the cameras could get that flag over there to the right of us in the end zone, but that thing is blowing. So right now, Wakefield is going into the wind. I wonder if that's why they didn't try that field goal early on with that wind swirling around.
That's right.
They did kick the extra point going with the wind in the first quarter.
Using the wind to their advantage there.
Yeah, they elected to not go with that. So now we got a 1st and 20 from their own side of the field. Lucy back. He's trying to find a man. He's dancing around in the pocket, creating some time for himself. Goes over the right-hand side. Has a man at the sideline. And he's thrown out of bounds. Steichman on the catch over there.
Right.
Good for about 13 or 14 yards.
Yes. Kind of got flung out of bounds there, but he stayed on his feet.
Great job by Lucy in the pocket, dancing around.
Looks like he almost got taken down there a few times, but he managed to squeeze his way out of trouble and find Steichen wide open.
He was throwing on the run, too. So it's a 2nd and 5, so they picked up 15 of the 20 yards. You remember, they did have a holding penalty to make it 1st and 20.
Right.
So they got 15 on the play.
Making up yards now.
Yep. And now handoff left-hand side. I think that was Steichman again. 15 on the run. He gained a few more.
Taken down there by 71 and 13 at least.
Short of the first down.
Timothy Tott and Joseph Hamad again involved for Watertown on the tackle.
I think you're right. I did the yellow shoes out there.
Yes.
That's what I thought was the
flag
girl. Yeah, because I thought for sure I saw a flag, and it was the shoes. They shouldn't be allowed to wear yellow shoes.
Yeah.
It screws up the broadcasters. All right, so we got a 3rd and 1 now. Lucy hands it off, and a 1st down, a big run.
So a big run there by number 40, Bobby Young.
So they'll move the chains. It's a fresh set of downs for the Warriors.
You're stopped there by 75 there for Watertown and Chris Peterson.
Peterson on the stop. Nice carry by Bobby Young on the play.
Pushing through to the 1st down.
Yeah, so now they're inside the 30. Steichman in motion. Now he goes back.
It's like, nah, I don't want her. I'm going to go back over here.
He's going to stop. Everybody checking their wristband for the play.
Once again, 64. That's, I feel like that's a lot.
Taking a snap, give it out to Bobby Young one more time.
Trying to push his way through again.
Yeah, he's tackled after a couple of yards.
Yes.
We got 1:44 to go here in the half. It's going to be a 2nd down and about 8.
28.
Yeah, the 28-yard line. Very low-scoring affair in this one.
Yes. Well, if Wakefield doesn't get a touchdown here, it could be 7-0 going into halftime, and that seems like kind of a low score. given
Yes,
what
it is.
the score was last time we were here.
Yeah, we had a lot of scores last time. Now Lucy goes back. Throws it up over the middle. Wide open and a catch. He's at the 10 and hit down around the 5-yard line.
Yes.
Big
Great
catch.
run there by...
I think that was Brendan Coughlin, number 13.
Yes, Brendan Coughlin there.
He was wide open up the middle. Lucy found him. And it's first and goal. We're going to call it the 6-yard line with a minute to go.
Taken down there by at least Matthew Muldrew there for Watertown. And one other player.
So it's first and goal from the 6. They were just down here earlier. They couldn't poke it in. And now we got a timeout.
Called just
And
before
Watertown,
the
yeah.
snap.
Watertown's going to call that one.
Just barely before the snap was off.
We got Wakefield knocking on the door one more time, up 7-0. Trying to go up by a couple of scores before the first half. Big pass over the middle. That was probably the biggest play of the game so far, aside from the fumble punt.
Yes.
This was the biggest offensive play. Brendan Coughlin taking that pass over the middle and getting down to the 6-yard line.
Let's see if they can capitalize now.
Now that flag's blowing the other way down there.
I don't think the wind knows what it's doing with itself.
No, it's swirling around up here.
It's going one way, going the other way. It's going in circles, like you said.
I think our cameraman might need to put on a bigger hat over there.
Maybe.
Okay, we're back from the timeout. 43 seconds to go here in the first half. Wakefield with the ball. Lucy hands it off up the middle. Maybe a yard on the play. Not much at all. Watertown stingy defense on that one.
Yeah, that's right. Ryan Fitzpatrick trying to get positive yards there.
Now Wakefield's going to take a timeout here with 32 seconds to go. Second down now. They still got 3 downs to go.
Looks like they gained a yard there. They're at the 5 now.
Yep, inching towards the goal line.
Fitzpatrick probably wanted to get more there and just couldn't get any more.
There've been some tough yards running up the middle tonight. Watertown's done a good job up the middle.
Yes.
So Lucy stays on the field as quarterback. He's got Fitzpatrick right behind him. Lucy takes the snap. Gonna go in the option play, dishing it off on the side, and touchdown, Keegan! Bobby Keegan on the option play, runs it on the right-hand side, practically untouched, and it's now 13-0.
Right. He was in motion right as the snap was going off, and he was kind of shoved off right to him, and just took it in for the touchdown.
It's like they faked to Fitzpatrick up the middle.
That's right.
And they went on the right-hand side, and they had a 2-on-1, and Lucy pitched it off to Keegan, who raced it in.
Yes.
And not much Watertown defense could do on that, so we're going to line up for the extra point to try to make this 14-0.
Yes.
That's going to be Hurley on the kick. Kick is away into the wind, right down the middle. And he's 2 for 2 now on the point after. 1 at each end, I should say.
Yes.
And
great job there by the freshman.
24 seconds to go here in the first half, and now Wakefield's opened up a 14-0 lead. It says 7 on the scoreboard on the thing here, but we're going to fix that right now and make that 14 for you.
Yes. Or they'll just disappear.
So I wonder if Wakefield's going to kick it off. They're going to try the little, they call it the pooch kick there, and not allow the speedy camera any return at all. So let's see what the coach has him do here.
Yes. Also, the wind seems to not really be, the flag isn't really moving right now, so maybe the wind won't be much of a factor on this kickoff.
Place it at the 40. Let's see, Jolly kicked that off one more time.
Yes, looks like he's doing it again.
The first one was a nice deep kickoff. The second one, he kind of pooched it along. Let's see what the coach wants him to do here. 24 seconds to go for the halftime break. He's going to line it up very close to the near hash here. And here Jolly puts a foot into this one. And another squib kick on the side. It's going to be covered up nicely. Number 53, Moody Dia.
That's right.
Just taking a safe play and covering that up.
Smothering it.
At about the 46.5-yard line.
Yes.
Maybe the 47. That play only took a couple of seconds. So Watertown actually has some pretty good field position here and still has 22 seconds left. They might have a few plays.
Yeah. Look, I don't think they can score 2 touchdowns within the next 22 seconds, but they might be able to get one.
They got 2 wide receivers on
Hopefully
the left,
not.
one on the right. Now McDermott fakes, goes back to pass. He looks, he's got his man over there, Corte, for a 6 or 7 yards, and we get a timeout. That play took 10 seconds.
That's right. Corte, he has some really good hands on with the ball. He's just an overall really good offensive player, so Wakefield needs to hold him in the second half as well to make sure that Watertown doesn't take advantage.
Yeah, he made the catch, and the defense was right on him, so they didn't let him run around.
That's part of their game plan for tonight, make sure that both Corte and Camera just don't get the ball.
So Camera's out here in the slot. Corte as well. They got 4 receivers now. He's going to keep it. McDermott's going to keep it, and he's going to pick up the first down and a timeout now. Now they're at the 36-yard line, so a smart play. They spread everybody out wide. Looked like they were going to be throwing it deep.
Yes.
The quarterback kept that, ran up the middle, picked up probably 15 yards on the play.
And he was taken down there by Robbie Fawcett, number 29 there for Wakefield.
So Fawcett on the tackle. So now they got probably one more play. Now they're a little closer. Now they can actually have a chance to throw that up into the end zone. With the ball now on the 35.
Not exactly a Hail Mary, but something along those
lines. Yeah, well, that's a heads-up play there. You know, they had Wakefield thinking deep pass. Time's running out in the half. And the clock's going to stop automatically on a first down.
That's right.
And then they take the timeout. Oh, now they're going to bring in the kicker. Look at this. They got the win. We talked about this kicker, Virginia.
Oh, yes. He's made 50-yard field goals basically all season. He's been their kicker since freshman year, and he's probably going to, he's most likely going to go to a D1 college.
This is going to be a 53-yard, and that wind might help this across. So Connor Kennelly trying a 53-yard field goal with 4 seconds left in the half. With the wind, Kennelly with the try. It's down, the kick is away. He's got a lot of leg on that, and it's just wide. Oh, what a kick. 53 yards on that one, and it looked like he missed the right bar by a couple of feet. A terrific effort. That would have been good if it was a couple of feet to the left.
I think the wind just died there right at the end.
He got all of that one. Terrific kick there by Kennelly. We've been talking about him, we should say, about his kicking ability, and we saw it right there. So at the end of the first half, it's Wakefield 14, Watertown nothing, and we'll be back to Landrigan Field with second half action in just a few minutes.
Go back in the room. Go back in. Go back.
Yes, I can. And we're back here, getting ready to kick off here. Virginia's back here. She's got her little cupcake
Hello.
here. Getting some sugar going for the second half. Wakefield up 14-0. They will receive the kickoff. Take a look at the first half scoring. We had a 10-yard run from Danny Marinaccio. Put them up 7-0. And then on the option play, Lucy pitching it to Bobby Keegan. He ran it in from 5 yards out to make it 14-0. Just for the end of the half, Virginia. Holy cow. A missed 53-yard field goal by Connor Kennelly.
That's right.
And we're going to talk about him in just 1 second. So let's see the kickoff here first. And this is Kennelly going to kick it off. And they are playing him deep. He has the wind. There's a flag off to our right that's blowing really. And this one, whoa, look at this kickoff. It's going to sail into the end zone. And it's going to come out on a touchback. You can see the strength of his leg of Connor Kennelly.
I know.
And you were saying he's going to D1 school.
Yeah, he's going to go to a D1 college. Not sure which one, but coach, when I was talking with the Wakefield coach, he said that he's definitely sees him going to a major D1 college.
Yeah, absolutely there. The end of the first half with 5 seconds to go, they set up for a 53-yard field goal attempt, and he had the distance. He just missed it right by a couple of feet, and that almost got Watertown on the scoreboard. But for right now, it is 14-0 Wakefield. They will take the touchback out to the 20, and that's where Mike Lucy will bring the offense back onto the field and see if they can add to this lead. They got a long way to go, though, as they're on their own 20-yard line. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Fitzpatrick running to the left side. Another flag coming out, and he's going to be tackled. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage on a play.
That's right. It is a flag. It's not those yellow cleats. It's an actual flag this time.
That was an actual flag. Yeah, we do have the yellow cleats on one of the players out there for Watertown. Let's see what they come out of the discussion with. So it looks like if that's a hold, they're going to go back 10 yards. No, it's a chop block. So Wakefield getting called with a chop block. Somebody hit somebody low on the sweep, on the carry, and they're going to back them up. So instead of a 2nd and 10, so 1st and 20 back on the 10-yard line. So first play from scrimmage here in the second half is minus 10 yards on the chop block penalty. Not the way you want to start the first half.
Not at all. You want to make sure you get the ball down and get it in the end zone early.
It's like a busted play. Lucy throws it off on the side and maybe getting back to the 10-yard line on the play. I don't know if that was the design play or not. He looked left, he looked right like he was going to hand it off. And then he swung it out to the side. That might have been Steichman on the catch, 15, not sure. But in any case, it's a 2nd and 20 for the Warriors. Now the flag blowing back at us. So that wind is changing directions.
It's going in all sorts of directions. We are kind of up on a hill, so that probably has some kind of effect with the wind too.
Yeah. So 2nd and 20. Lucy hands that off the middle and no gain. Let's see who is carrying that ball. Fitzpatrick again, I believe.
Yes, taken down there by at least 13 there for the Raiders.
Yusuf Hamad on the tackle. And now we got a 3rd and really long, 18 to go now. So after the big kickoff from Kennelly that pinned him down on the 20-yard line on the touchback, they've gone back 10 yards. And now they face a 3rd and 18. They have to get all the way to the 30-yard line. Now handoff up the middle and nothing going on that play.
No, not at all.
So they're going to have to kick into the wind on 4th down. And Watertown could come out of this with some very favorable field position.
That's right, because Wakefield doesn't have the best kicker in Massachusetts, but they still have a pretty good kicker, so. Let's see.
Who's going back to punt? Is that number?
I think that's 17,
Sousa?
Cam Sousa there.
So Sousa's going to kick it away from his own 2-yard line. Sousa, nice high
Not bad.
kick. Going to take a bounce at the 44 and come backwards to the 43, and then roll ahead once again to the 44, and that's where Wakefield.
Or the 45. Looks like it's on the 45.
So a decent punt, 30-yard kick. Ball comes out to the 45-yard line, and that's where Watertown will take control. They trail 14-0 to Wakefield. Under 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. McDermott out of the shotgun. He's got the one back. Corte goes in motion. He's going to fake the handoff. McDermott now going along. He's got a man. He overthrew him. Oh, he had him. Yosef Hamad over here on the
Wide open.
sideline. Just overthrew him. Maybe that wind took that ball and it carried a little bit on him.
Maybe, but the flag doesn't seem to be moving, so unless the wind's lower than the flag, I don't know if that had an effect there.
Well, it's breezy up
Now
here
it's picking
right
up.
now. Yeah, it's kind of swirling around down there. So it's a 2nd and 10 now. Hamad was open on the play.
Just missed him by a little bit.
Yeah, just couldn't get it to him.
As we see that flag blowing there.
Yeah, wind is picked up one more time. Camera takes the handoff, trying to get some speed going here, but he ran into a couple of Wakefield defenders.
Yes, it looks like it was number 13 there, and
Coughlin on the tackle.
yes,
Coughlin made a lot of tackles in the last game we did here at well from Landrigan Field. Look at a 3rd and 6 now after the run. McDermott now coming under center. 2 receivers off to the left in the I formation. Corte coming in motion now to the right-hand side to give up the middle. Cameron ran into a man trying to create some space, and he gets it down about the 31-yard line. That's going to be a 1st down.
yeah, taken down there by Henry Steichman.
So that play seemed to be going nowhere. The handoff to the right-hand side.
And he just used his speed and just kind of took off.
He did. He kicked it into a 2nd and a 3rd gear and got that 1st down for the Raiders. So Watertown has something cooking early here in the 3rd quarter.
See if Wakefield's defense can cool them off.
1st and 10 on the 31. McDermott hands off the camera. This time he's wrapped up immediately.
Yeah, but number 33, Danny Marinaccio.
Nice tackle there by Marinaccio. So he gained a couple of yards on the play.
2nd and 8.
Coach sending in the signals for the next play from Watertown. Watertown in the white jerseys and the black pants, and Wakefield in the red jerseys with the gray pants. As you're looking on your TV screen or your computer screen, whatever you're watching on. McDermott, the quarterback, fakes the handoff, goes back to pass. He's in trouble. He escapes. McDermott scrambling, heading toward the sidelines, and he's going to go out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. It's going to be a loss on the play.
That's right. Alex Jolly and Dan Cataldo there were tracking him down if he didn't get out of bounds. They were in high pursuit.
Yeah, he didn't even have a chance to throw that down the field at all.
No.
So now we get a 3rd down and long after the loss on the play. Oh, 14, yeah, 3rd and 14. McDermott out of the shotgun. He's got Corte to his right. He goes back. He's being flushed out. He's being chased. And he's going to be tackled at the 30-yard line.
That's right.
Terrific hustle.
That's right there by Brandon Coughlin. Tripped him up there.
Coughlin again. Coming up big. So that brings up a 4th down now. And this one's a little too far for a field goal.
But you never really know there with their kicker, their punter.
They got the wind swirling around down there, but he's not going to kick it. They're going to keep Kenley on the sideline. And they're going to go for it here. 4th and 10 now for Watertown from the 30-yard line, going left to right. McDermott takes a snap. He's got plenty of protection now. Throws it off, and he has a man. It's a first down. Corte down inside the 20-yard line.
That's right, and I actually think I saw him practicing that play during warm-ups, but on the other side, and he put it to good use right there.
A little out route for 12 yards. Good enough for the first down.
Just entering the red zone here now at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, right at the 20. They're going to call it 1st and 10 for Watertown. Corte in motion. Going to be a handoff to camera. He's going to bang into a couple of bodies, gets back up, and he's pushed back maybe a couple yards on the play.
That's right, for number 13, Brendan Coughlin, and number 33, Danny Marinaccio there.
Coughlin on the tackle one more time. He's been doing a good job on the right-hand side. So now they're going to line up. It's a 2nd and 7, call it. We need to get to the 10-yard line for a first down. McDermott out of the shotgun.
Corte in the motion.
Yep. Little flip pass, it's caught, but gonna be no gain. Coughlin again.
Tripping him up there.
In there on the tackle.
Number 41.
We don't have a 41 on our roster here.
That's right, I was about to say that, and I'm like, it's no 41. We'll just say he's number 41, and we'll figure out his name later. Or we just know later, because there's no name.
They got 44, Matthew Muldrew coming in, and number 41 is gonna get a drink over here.
The mystery man.
So McDermott out of the shotgun now on a 3rd and 10. Gonna hand it off to Muldrew. Muldrew's got some running room. Muldrew to the right-hand side. He's gonna be tackled inside the 5, 1st and goal for Watertown.
Taken down there by Fitzpatrick, among others. It's that mystery man, he's the one with the yellow cleats that keep throwing you off.
He is. Now he's back on the field, so Muldrew goes in, takes the handoff, and drives it all the way inside the 5. So now you got Watertown 1st and goal, and they're knocking on the door, trailing 14-0 here in the 3rd quarter. So Muldrew will play the fullback now in the I formation for Watertown. McDermott's got 3 wide receivers, 2 on the left, 1 on the right. Hand off to Muldrew one more time, driving into the pack, and he got maybe to the 2-yard line.
Yes, there's number 77, 29, and 8 there among involved. That's Cole Gregson, Robbie Fawcett, and Devin O'Brien involved in taking him down.
So it's a 2nd and goal now.
Ma is in again. Number 21 there for Watertown.
Kamara's going to be the fullback this time. McDermott has 2 receivers to the left once again, and 1 to the right.
44 there for Watertown. Seems to be a little.
Hand off the camera,
Maybe
trying to
on
run
the
around the
sideline.
side, and he's tackled.
Yes,
Oh, he tried
right
to
there
dance
at
to
the
the
5.
outside. Yeah, nice tackle.
And number 8, Cole Gregson.
Yeah, Gregson right there to wrap him up. The speedy running back went up the middle, nothing there. He cut to the right, and I thought he was going to dash into the end zone.
And all of a sudden, he was just getting pushed back the other way.
He was wrapped up. So now we got a 3rd and goal. Wakefield defense starting to stiffen up here at the goal line. So big play here.
Let's see if they can hold them again.
Yeah, 14-0 our score. Watertown looking to get on the board. They backed him up to the 3-yard line, and McDermott out of the shotgun. Calling out the signals. He takes a snap. He's going to keep it himself, trying to go up the middle, and he's in. Touchdown. So the keeper, Nick McDermott, is going to keep it himself, and he found some room on the left side. The right side hadn't been working for him. So he goes up on the left side now, and McDermott has got Watertown on the board. It's 14-6 late here in the 3rd quarter.
That's right, 17 seconds left to go. Feels like that went by quick.
Yeah, that quarter did go by quick. Wakefield took the opening kickoff, ended up taking a penalty going backwards. They punted it away, and this has been one long sustained drive by Watertown.
That's right, Watertown seems to have had the ball forever.
And now here's Connor Kennelly coming in for the point after. He just missed the 53-yard field goal, and his point after, that's going to end up in the parking lot somewhere.
Wow.
He put that through with authority with the help from the wind. So the point is good. Our score now is 14-7, Virginia. This one's tightening up.
That's right. Let's see if the wind will be a factor here with the kickoff. I mean, he just sent one ball into the parking lot.
Well, he did, and that's...
he could send another one right now.
Yeah, well, it's funny you bring that up because they have the wind here because they scored with still 17 seconds left here in the third quarter. They're still going left to right,
That's right.
That's where the wind seems to be going with them. So by scoring before the end of the quarter, they have the luxury of kicking off with the wind. The last time he put it into the end zone, pinning Wakefield deep. Then they took the penalty. Then they had the punt, and here we are, 14-7.
Exactly.
I hope everybody got that at home.
Yes.
So they'll be kicking into the wind, see if he can pin him deep one more time, Kennelly will be.
And I wonder if that ball will ever come back from the parking lot.
I hope it didn't hit my car.
I don't think it hit mine. I'm parked down the hill, so I'm good.
So Watertown kicking off after the touchdown run by the quarterback McDermott. It's now 14-7. And Wakefield waiting to receive the ball. Here's the kick, and one more time, they're going to let it sail into the end zone, and that almost went out of the end zone from the 40-yard line. This guy is impressive with his kicks.
He sure is.
So
made it seem easy.
So Wakefield starting out now on the 20-yard line. Their lead has been cut in half. So what does Wakefield need to do on this drive now?
Well, they need to make sure that Corte there cannot get the ball, because if he does, he'll certainly take it in because he has really good hands, and he's just same thing there with Kamara on the other side. If he gets the ball, he can just take off, and Wakefield wants to hold them.
So now a little reverse handoff there, and picking up a couple yards on the play, Fitzpatrick, 26.
And here I am talking about Watertown offense because they've had the ball so much. Now they're on defense. I just totally messed that up.
That's all right, because that's what they need to do. They need to contain the big guns on Watertown, but now Wakefield with the ball, they gain a couple yards, and that's the end of the third quarter. All zeros showing on the scoreboard. But there's some discussion here.
You're going to let them get this play off and then switch sides? That's what it looks like.
Yeah, you know, I do remember the clock running after one of the punts earlier, so maybe there's some time that they tacked on.
Time or something.
Yeah, so maybe the official scorer has it. Now run up the middle for maybe a yard on the play.
Looks like it's number 36 there.
So this time was Damasio.
That's right.
And looks like that might do it in the third quarter. So I go to the fourth quarter, and we got a good one brewing here, 14-7. And Wakefield facing a big third down in their own territory.
That's right. Wakefield needs to keep the ball moving. Try to, if they get any penalties, if any penalties get called on Watertown, that would certainly help. But they can't count on that. They have to keep the ball moving on their own.
Yeah, what we saw in that first half was a couple of key mistakes. We had a fumble on a punt, we had a penalty, then we had a fumble on a running play. So two big turnovers in the first half by Watertown, and Wakefield was up 14-0.
That's right.
Now here we are in the third quarter, and Watertown's playing much better. Wakefield's found themselves pinned in their own end after a couple of big kickoffs, and because they've been pinned in deep, it's been a field position game.
Yeah. If they can get the right field position, they should be able to at least get a field goal, hopefully,
so
or
this
touchdown, most likely.
This is a big third down here. They're deep in their own zone. The last thing you want to do is kick off and give Watertown another short field to work with here. So we got 11 minutes up on the scoreboard. Fourth quarter's beginning. It's a 3rd down, and we're going to call it about 7.
Looks about right.
From the 23, Lucy keeps the ball, pitches it off on the side, and they bottle him up, though. Fitzpatrick cannot get there. Maybe a yard on the play. This is the play they scored the touchdown on.
That's right. He was like pushed around there by number 13 and number 2 there for Watertown. So that would be Edward Faria and Joseph Hamad.
Yeah, Hamad and Ferreira on the tackle, as you called that.
That's right. They've been involved a lot tonight.
So they just got the 1 yard, and now Sousa, I believe, is going to come kick
Yes,
it
that is
away.
Sousa.
And they're going to need a big kick from him. They're going to need him to really put this one deep. And takes a snap and a kick, and it is a decent
Not
one
bad.
up over midfield, and it's fumbled.
Oh.
It's fumbled again.
I think
Let's see who
Watertown
has
got
it.
it,
I
though.
think Watertown got it back. They had 4 white jerseys around, but that's
Yeah.
another fumble on a punt, and this
Looks
time,
like Corte got the ball there.
well,
Came back up with it.
this is the second time that punt is
That's
going
right.
straight up and it's come down, and you can see it wobbling
Yeah.
on the way down. So it's almost better just to walk away and let it bounce around than to try to catch that wobbling kick because of the wind tonight.
Yes.
So a big break for Watertown. It was almost the 3rd turnover of the game, but this time they recover the fumble, and they're back in business. So they're up near midfield. They're on their own 46-yard line. We have 10:10 to go here in the 4th quarter. It's a 7-point game. Now McDermott out of the shotgun. Camera comes in motion. McDermott
Fake
keeps it
handoff.
himself. He's going to run it himself, and he gets 9 yards, maybe 10. No, they're going to give him 9. Not quite a first down on the play.
Taken down there by Danny Marinaccio, among others.
Now that's the same play they just got the touchdown on
That's right.
to cut the lead to 14-7. So McDermott faking the handoff to the speedy Camera and takes it himself up the middle. So that's working out well for Watertown right now. Wakefield was pretty stingy up the middle for the first part of the game, but now Watertown is finding some yardage. And the shotgun once again. McDermott. This time he's going to hand it off, and a terrific tackle. Oh, man, number 73,
73.
Evan McMaster. He just grabbed him and threw him down for a
Yes.
loss.
The mystery man was thrown down there.
He was, yeah. Can we call him the Riddler?
Sure.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have number 41 listed on our roster here. Maybe it's a late addition, or maybe he's just wearing a different number, so we do apologize that we don't have that information available to us. But he was tackled on the play. A nice tackle by McMaster. So now it's a 3rd and 2. McDermott keeping him himself, and he's going to get the first down this time.
Taken down there by number 29 and number 33. So Danny Marinaccio and Robbie Fawcett involved there.
So it looks like they're going to give him they're going to measure. They want to take a measurement here. I thought McDermott got the first down, but
It looks like he did.
this is where you go to the John Madden left foot, right foot.
Yeah.
You're a little young for that, but back in the day, the commentator John Madden used to say if they mark it with the left foot at the first down, if they mark it with the right foot, it wasn't a first down.
Here I was thinking you said Joe Madden, the Cubs manager, so I just got very confused there.
Well, it is baseball season, and it's not going to be a first down. Let's see, it's real close. No!
Inches, maybe even a centimeter.
They missed the first down by a chinchilla.
Yeah. Or a mouse. I think a mouse is a little bit smaller.
So in any case, it's 4th and inches now. And McDermott goes out to figure out if they can get this first down. Big play coming up here, Virginia, for the Wakefield defense.
That's right. Let's see if they can hold them here.
They got the big boys up the front. See if they can stop this 4th and inches. Here we go, one of the bigger plays in the game. 8:20 to go, 4th quarter, 4th and inches. They hand off up the middle and
They got
darting
it.
through, and I believe they did get the first down. It was a quick count, it was a quick snap, a quick handoff. and darting up the middle and picking up the first down. I'm trying to see who that was.
There was just a whole bunch of bodies.
That might have been 44, Muldrew on the carry. And he just jetted up the middle. So they move the chains. It's a 1st and 10 now, approaching 8 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Camera coming in motion. He's going to take the ball. The speedy running back gets some space, and he's going to gain 12 yards, maybe 13 yards, down near the 30-yard line. They move the chains again, and oh boy.
Looks like 55 there. Dan Cataldo was involved in the play.
Made the tackle, but we talked about the speed of that running back,
That's
Kamara,
right.
and he showed us some speed on that play. Made a little spin move there around the 35 and dotted up to the 30. So it's a 1st and 10. The chains move again. McDermott in the shotgun. Kamara one more time. This time McDermott's going to keep it. He's going to go nowhere. They didn't fool anybody.
Nice job there by Robbie Fawcett.
Fawcett come right up the middle. He knocked off his blocker and tackled the quarterback right around the waist for a loss. So the read option didn't work out too well that time for Watertown. Now, so they'll set it up, 2nd and 13, still on the move, 6:55 and counting. And this is shaping up to be a good one.
That's right.
McDermott now goes back to pass,
Flags
flags everywhere. Wide open on the side, Cortez is going to take it down to the 16. He gets out of bounds.
Yes.
Well, let's see what the
Kind
flags
of
are.
shoved out of bounds there by Bob A.T. and
But as you
and-
said, there were flags flying.
Yes,
and
it
it's
didn't even match
offside. So, oh boy, so they're going to decline the penalty. The pass for Cortez will go as a 1st down.
Corte was in motion there at the start of the play, so I knew something was gonna. I just had this feeling that something was gonna happen with him.
And he got open, and he took the ball down to the 16. So another good drive. So the first half was all Wakefield. They had the ball most of the first half.
That's right.
They drove down. They got a couple touchdowns. This half, different story. This time Watertown's had the ball.
That's right. Watertown seems to have had the ball forever in both halves so far this.
Now McDermott back to pass, looking in the end zone, knocked away.
Knocked away there by.
Oh no, it's a touchdown. It
Wow.
was caught. Hamad with the catch. He was so nonchalant over there. It looked like the ball was knocked away.
That's right.
And he turned around and he's like, no, I got the ball in the end zone. The official puts their hands up, and oh boy, it's 14-13. I didn't think he caught it.
I didn't think he did either. I was looking over there at Keegan thinking he had knocked it away, and then all of a sudden they were just like touchdown.
Yeah, the throw by McDermott was on the money, but it looked like it hung up for a second, and I thought too that Keegan knocked that away.
I was looking for the ball, and all of a sudden,
And
well, the
and
officials found it.
there's Hamad holding it in the end zone, and now the extra point to try to tie it. Kenley, it's a high snap. This one is good,
woods.
and that one's into the woods.
He's just trying to make us.
He
He's
is.
just trying to have all the footballs go missing.
Yeah, he's showing off now. So the game is tied at 14 now. So the game with playoff implications that we talked about before the
That's
opening
right.
kickoff. Oh boy, it's 14-14 now.
With 6:26 here to go in the 4th quarter. We have some kids over there trying to climb the fence to get the ball. I don't think they realize that there's a gate that they can go through.
Someone's going to try to get that ball, and I'll probably have to wrestle a couple of coyotes to get it.
Oh, yes. And some kid got over the fence.
So nice drive by Watertown, capped off with the pass from McDermott to Hamad, and because it's over in the far end there, it fooled us both. Myself
know.
and Virginia thought it was knocked away.
There's been a few plays down in that corner that's tricked us.
Yeah, and then the official puts up his hand signaling touchdown. I said, who has the ball?
Exactly. I'm like, if you're saying that there's a touchdown and Keegan has the ball, he's on Wakefield, so that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I was looking for the ball. I was like, I thought he batted it away.
Yeah.
And it looks like we had a 15-yard penalty
It
on
looks
the
like
extra
it.
point. So hold the phone now.
That's right, there were flags. The
Yeah.
flag is on the play.
So now Watertown will be kicking off from the Wakefield 45-yard line. So will they try an onside kick or?
That's right. I looked up and I'm like, the
Yeah,
ball's not on
so
the side it's supposed to be.
Yeah, so they got 15 yards in this kickoff. Let's see what they do. He could easily hit the end zone from here, but let's see if they try a little razzle-dazzle on the kickoff.
If he hits another ball in the woods, he's getting it this time.
He's going to line drive this one. Maybe looking to hit somebody, and he almost did, but it's going to go out of the end zone.
Yeah, he almost hit Danny Marinaccio there, but he let it go.
Yeah, that's sometimes a tactic they use in kickoffs is a line drive kickoff to try to bank it off somebody, then it's a live ball.
That's right.
But they're going to bring it out to the 20. So this is the third time Wakefield's going to try to start this from their own 20-yard line, and they haven't fared very well at all in this half.
That's right.
So the field position has gone to Watertown in the second half after Wakefield had it in the first half. And it's 14-14, 6:26 to go.
That's what happens when one team has most of the possession in this first half and all of a sudden the tables flip in the second half.
It's been pretty even. Now a handoff on the side. He got a first down. He's on his horse and pushed out of bounds. Terrific run by Marinaccio.
Yeah, and pushed out of bounds there by Edward Ferreira once again.
That's the big play that the Wakefield offense needed. They've been pinned down 3 times. They haven't had that big play. Now they finally get an 18-yard run out to the 38-yard line by Marinaccio on what looked like a busted play. It looked like Lucy was looking to hand the ball to somebody, and he kind of dished it off, and Danny took it around the end.
That's right. He just kind of took off running there.
So now we have a first and
Man
10.
in motion.
It's a quick handoff
Fitzpatrick.
now. Fitzpatrick coming around the end. He finds a hole, gets it out to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, and taken down there by 27 and 53 there for Watertown. So Moody Dia and yeah.
So it's gonna actually they mark it at the 45 now. They
Gabriel
say.
Semino.
Yeah, so Dia and Semino on the tackle right there. But more importantly now, Wakefield's moving the ball, something they haven't done in this
That's
entire
right.
second half. So
5:45 left to go.
Lucy's gonna hand this off up the middle, rumbling and stumbling and bubbling to the 45-yard line. Bobby Young.
Nice job there.
2
by
hands
Bobby.
on the ball. Yeah, and Young carrying that.
Keep pushing through.
He did. So a couple of big runs here by Wakefield, and now they got the field possession back. This is what they needed to do. They needed to get that ball up to midfield, get the field position back, and now they can get Watertown on their heels. So 5:27 and counting in a tie ball game. Wakefield on the move. This is their best drive of the second half. Lucy back to pass. He's got a man. He goes deep. He turns and just overthrows Coughlin on the play. Coughlin had a step on his man. Lucy saw him.
Just couldn't. He got a little push there at the end.
That was going to be a tough throw to make. He was covered, though. He did have a step. And with the wind blowing around here tonight at Landrigan Field, those passes are going to be really difficult. So they did go for the. They went for the bomb there. It didn't work out. Let's see what they do here on 2nd and 10 from the Watertown 45. Lucy's in the shotgun.
Stikeman in motion.
Stikeman taking a handoff. He gets rid of 1 tackle, but couldn't shake off a 2nd tackle, but he did pick up 4 yards on the carry.
Looks like he was taken down by number 41 again.
So we got a 3rd and 6 now on the 41. They've been having success running the ball on this drive. They tried the one long pass that was incomplete. Maybe this is the time for a short pass.
Maybe.
Instead of the run, instead of the long pass, look for something short. Like the Brady to Edelman.
Yeah. Or Amendola or Gronk. Or
Yep.
Because Edelman's hurt.
The handoff deep in his own backfield. Flag comes out, and he's got the first down inside the 35.
He was tripped up there by Kamara and taken down there by 13.
And we got a holding call on
Yosef
Wakefield. So that's coming back. So the first down carry is coming back. So a 3rd and 6 is now going to be a 3rd and 16.
You have to stay away from those penalties if you want to get anywhere.
That was a killer here with 4:20 to go in the 4th quarter. Wakefield was driving. They had the momentum.
Now they're driving backwards.
And now they're back in their own half
reverse
of the field. Yep. And they're gonna have to get all the way back to the 35. They had just crossed the 35 on that last run, but that came back on a holding call. So let's see if they can make a big play here. As he goes back, he flows it down the sideline for Fitzpatrick, and oh, he couldn't hit him. Tried to drop that in right behind a Ferreira. Had Fitzpatrick streaking on the play, so now let's see what they do. They got a 4th down and long. Let's see if they're gonna kick this one away and play field position, or if they're gonna go for it. Looks like they're gonna kick this one away.
That's right, we have Cam Caesar coming on.
Yeah, Sousa's gonna come out and try to pin them deep. So this is probably the smart play with the ball in your own half. That's a long way to go. 16 yards is a long way to go. So Sousa back to kick it away. 3:47 to go in a tie game. Sousa, end over end kick. It's coming down around the 20-yard line. It's just gonna sit there at the 20-yard line. It's gonna be touched up.
Maybe.
And picked up by Marinaccio on the 20-yard line. So that's where Watertown will
21
take
and a
over.
half. Or the 20 and a half. 20 and a half.
Yeah, between the 20 and the 21-yard line. So we got a tie score now, 3:35 to play in the 4th quarter, and now Watertown has the long field to go.
Last time these two teams played, they went into overtime, and Wakefield won 23-20. So let's see if it goes into overtime again, if Wakefield can have that same luck.
So McDermott now comes out in the shotgun. He's had some success running the ball, but he also has that touchdown pass to Hamad that fooled everybody up here. That tied the game just moments ago. McDermott is going to hand it off now. Big tackle on the play. Oh, Muldrew had nowhere to go.
Yes, nice job there by Danny Marinaccio. And
so it's going to be a 2nd and 10. The ball is still placed at the 20-and-a-half-yard line, if you will.
yeah, they don't see, there's no half yards on the scoreboard, but it's definitely on a half-yard line.
Still 2nd and 10. The clock is running.
It's running
Muldrew
down.
coming out. He's limping after that last carry. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and a timeout. Watertown was having trouble getting players in and out.
The Wakefield bench is getting hyped over there by the coach.
So now we'll take a quick timeout here. So just to recap some of the scoring, the first half was all Wakefield. They controlled the ball, they controlled the field position. 2 turnovers by Watertown helped the cause. And we had a touchdown run by Marinaccio, and also, I believe it was Keegan on the other touchdown run on the option play. And then in the second half, we had the quarterback sneak by McDermott in the 3rd quarter to make it 14-7, and then the pass to Hamad just a couple minutes ago tied the game at 14-14, and that's where we stand. Right now we have a 2nd and 10 on the 21-yard line, call it. Watertown backed up. They just called a timeout. They were shuffling players in and out. I want to get everybody on the same page. And Wakefield looks to stop them here and get that ball back and try to take the lead in the late stages of the game.
That's right.
Got a good crowd on hand tonight.
Very active crowd.
Temperature
And
down a little bit.
sidelines.
Yep, sidelines are buzzing right now out of the shotgun. Dermott goes back. He looks to pass, sends it off to the left-hand side, and Corte almost made a one-handed catch over there.
Odell Beckham Jr. almost.
Yeah, right at the
Style.
first down marker, but he couldn't haul it in. That would have been a nice one-handed catch. Now it's 3rd and 10 And here's a big play right here in the game right now, Virginia.
That's right. Wakefield defense can hold them here. That could be very key to this drive staying in Wakefield's favor.
So we got a 3rd and 10, 2:38 to play to stop. The clock has stopped, an incomplete pass. McDermott is back in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Corte comes in motion. He takes a snap. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's in trouble, and he's sacked back at the 17-yard line. Oh, what a tackle.
Nice job there by Brendan Coughlin.
Coughlin again with one of the biggest defensive plays of the game. That brings up a 4th down. So Watertown's going to have to kick this one away now, and it could result in some great field position for Wakefield. Coming up on 2 minutes to play. Watertown taking their time, letting as much time tick off the clock as they can. And now we have a timeout. Yeah.
2-minute warning.
And a 2-minute warning.
Or the 1-minute 58-second warning.
It could be.
Or the keep going warning.
So Watertown to kick it away. High snap, taken away, kick to the left side. They're going to get a favorable bounce. Down inside the 40, it's still rolling with some help from the wind down to the 35 to the 34. And it's going to be picked up there by Sutherland.
That rolled a long way.
Yeah,
it hit at the 50 and it just kept rolling.
Yeah, it rolled about 15 yards in the wrong direction if you're a Wakefield fan. So now they're going to put the ball in play from the 34, their own 34, with 1:48 to play in a 14-14 game.
Wakefield probably wants to get down the field as fast as they can.
Yeah, so they held. The defense held, but they got the good punt. Watertown did. So let's see what Wakefield can do with a fresh set of downs at the 34-yard line in a tie game and a big playoff implication game here.
That's right. This game is big. The outcome of this game will have impact on the standings and seeding for the playoffs.
Lucy is going to keep it himself, go up the middle, picks up about 4 yards on the play. And we got a timeout now. With 1:38 to play. So gain 4 yards on the quarterback sneak.
I think I just figured out who the mystery man was.
Who's that?
55.
Oh. Ben Landry might be wearing 41 tonight.
Yeah, he just took off the 55 jersey, came over to the sidelines, took it off, and went back in, so.
Lucy now gonna hand off, run to the left-hand side, putting on the brakes, and a first down dive. Marinaccio, terrific. The clock will stop as they move the chains. Marinaccio ran a long way on that one. He cut back and dove forward for the first down. So they're out at the 46 now. Clock is running, 1.5 minutes and counting. Wakefield lining up. See if they can get the snap away quick. Gregson, number 8, coming to the near side here. The quick handoff. To the right-hand side, trying to jump over a man was Fitzpatrick, and he did, but he only picked up a couple yards, and another timeout with 1:10 to go. So Wakefield moving the ball, but only picking up small yardage on the play. They still got 53 yards to go to get in the end zone.
Very fast.
Yeah, they might run out of time here in the fourth quarter.
The good thing is, though, that it's tied and not Watertown is winning, so it could go into overtime.
We'll see if they start throwing the ball downfield a little bit more. The runs have been working, but they get 3 yards, 4 yards, 5 yards. That's great, but got 1:10 to go. They're going to need some
Big yards.
Big yards, that's right. Out of the gun now, swings it off to the side. Fitzpatrick with some blockers. Fitzpatrick, oh, first down. Thought he was going to break that one, but he was hauled down. That was number 71, Timothy Tatt over there for Watertown. Looked like he made a one-handed tackle with some help from Corte on the play.
That's some big yardage there.
So the clock stopped briefly. Now it starts running again, so we have under a minute to play. This time they're at the 44-yard line. So tick, 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 clock ticking away, but they are gaining some yards now. Lucy's gonna keep it himself. He's gonna run it down for 8 or 9 yards. He's down about the 36 and a timeout. So with 41 seconds to go, they call a timeout.
Looks like he's 2 yards short of the first down.
So we got 8 on the play, so they're chipping away. They still got a ways to go though.
And the clock's ticking away too. Not at the moment, but 41 seconds left.
It's nail-biting time now.
Yes.
So Wakefield's been moving the ball here on this drive. They got it
Not
on the
very fast.
they got it on the 36, but they are running out of time. They got 41 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game.
41 seconds to go and 36 yards.
Wakefield led 14-0 at the half. Watertown has come back with a pair of touchdowns here, one in the third and one in the fourth quarter, to account for the only scoring here in the second half. So now the teams are all fueled up with water. The Water Boys are running off the field on each side, and Wakefield now has a 2nd and 2 from the 36. Lucy goes back to pass, takes a look downfield. He has Gregson, looking for Gregson. He catches it at the 1-yard line. Oh, what a catch. They're down to the 1-yard line with 32 seconds to play. Oh, what a catch by Cole Gregson. Lucy dropped that in just over the defender. Gregson looked up at the last second and hauled it in at the 1. But they got to hurry. They're going to start that clock. Now we're going to time out here. And Watertown will take the timeout. Oh, boy. What about that one, Virginia?
That was amazing. He just turned around at the last second and just hauled it right in, and Kamau just couldn't believe it.
So he went back to pass, threw it deep, caught around the 5, tackled right at the 1-yard line. So we got a little bit of drama going over here at Landrigan Field in Wakefield, Massachusetts tonight, folks. 14-14, but Wakefield with the ball, 1st and goal on the 1-yard line. On a terrific catch by Gregson with just 32 seconds to play in this one.
That's right.
The crowd over here standing, they're on their feet, they're ready to
I
explode.
think they've been on their feet the entire game.
Wonder if Lucy's gonna try to jam this in himself, he's gonna hand it off.
I think whatever takes the most time off the clock, and hope that Watertown won't take the last few seconds they have left and try to just get it all the way down the field.
So Wakefield is back to the line of scrimmage. They got their play. And now here comes the Watertown defense. So Wakefield comes out now. Lucy's not even on the field right now. They got Fitzpatrick. He's going to fumble the ball, and he's going to pick it up and run now. And he's tackled down at the 6-yard line. Oh, a busted play on the snap. Fitzpatrick was back playing quarterback, and he dropped the ball. So they had 1st and goal on the 1, and now they're all the way back to the 5. And that play took a lot of time. We only have 21 seconds left. Wakefield calls a timeout. Oh, did not expect that.
Me neither. All of a sudden.
They went out of the Wildcat formation with Lucy on the bench, Fitzpatrick running the quarterback spot.
Letting their seniors play.
And the snap come at him kind of hard, and he just dropped it. He nearly got away. He did a couple of spins and nearly got away on the play.
Seems to be a long timeout. It's coming out of Wakefield's coming out of the huddle now. Watertown's still in their huddle.
All right, so now we set the stage. Now there's 21 seconds to go.
14-14.
14-14, tie score. Wakefield just had a first and goal on the 1, but a 4-yard loss actually puts them back on the 5.
And if it was a 4-yard gain, they would have been in the end zone.
Yeah, and this game might have been over. They're coming out of the Wildcat again. Fitzpatrick will play quarterback. He's going to run it up the middle. What's up, help? And he scores! Fitzpatrick taking the direct snap, following the blockers, and went in practically untouched with 14 seconds to play. Ryan Fitzpatrick.
That's right.
Looks like he's giving Wakefield the win.
Great job there by the senior. Seems like he really wanted the seniors to get their win on their final regular season home game this year.
On senior night.
Yes, that's right, senior night.
So Fitzpatrick takes a snap and goes in from 5 yards out to give Wakefield their 3rd touchdown of the game. It's 20-14. They're going to try the extra point here. Going with the win. It's down, the kick is away, and it's good.
Nice job there by Hurley, the freshman.
So they punch through the extra point, and it's now 21-14 with just 14 seconds left. That long pass to Gregson down to the 1-yard line.
Changed the entire game.
It
right
did.
there.
That is the biggest play of the game to this point. But didn't you think back to the end of the first half, that long field goal that they just missed, man, if they hit that. Watertown just missed a 53-yard field goal at the end there. That might have come into play too as we look at the scoring. 21-14 now. Now
See the Watertown quarterback on the sidelines practicing the long pass.
Yeah, he is. He's going to have to throw a long one here. So they got 14 seconds to go. I would imagine another kind of a squib kick.
That's right. And Watertown will probably just try a Hail Mary and just throw it as far as they can.
Yeah.
Someone will get a hand on it in the end zone. Or
Yep.
somewhere near the end zone.
So the crowd is on its feet here. 14 seconds to go. Wakefield on the 5-yard run by Fitzpatrick has taken the lead. And this could be a huge win for Wakefield as they look to get into the playoffs.
That's right.
So Jolly going to kick this one off from the 40. And let's see if Watertown can come up with some kind of a miracle finish here. And a kick, he's going to squib it along the ground. Picked up at the 30-yard line. Corte going backwards, trying to make something happen. He gets a block. He comes around on the side. He goes out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
Flag down.
And a flag down.
7 seconds left on the clock.
And that took a long time.
Yes, it took like
He tried to make
7
something
seconds.
happen to get around the end. Just couldn't do it. And let's see what we got. Was that a flag? Was that those yellow shoes
No,
again?
it's flag. It's behind one of the Watertown coaches.
Oh,
right
and
now.
it's a holding call on Watertown, and that's going to send him back 10 yards. So they had the ball up around the 40. Now they're going to bring it back. So they got 7 seconds to go. They're going to have to go 70 yards in 7 seconds.
Yeah, I think there was on Kamara there. It looks like he was held up with one of the Wakefield players trying to push Corte out of bounds.
So I'm not sure what kind of a play you got in your playbook for 70 yards, but if they got one, they're going to have to use it right here.
Throw it as hard and far as you can, and hope that Wakefield doesn't catch it for Watertown.
Yeah, so
For
Wakefield,
you hope to catch it.
yeah, they have a man back that was on the 10-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like Fitzpatrick.
So Fitzpatrick, who just ran in that last score to put Wakefield up 21-14, he's way back. So Watertown's taking a timeout. They might squeeze in 2 plays. If they get a quick play and get a first down, maybe they'll get a second play, but for all intents and purposes, this is probably the last play of the game. The crowd gathering down here to our left are all down on the barricades here approaching the field. They're cheering their home team. Watertown taking a long time with this play.
How long are they allowed to have a timeout? This seems to be taking forever.
So you wonder if they're going to just throw it deep. They're going to try a trick play or some kind of a lateral. And we're going to find out shortly. They got 7 seconds to go, 70 yards. Otherwise, Wakefield's going to walk away with the win.
Let's see what Wakefield can do here.
So here we go. Wakefield's got 3 men up on the line of scrimmage. Everybody back, including Fitzpatrick, who's 60 yards away. McDermott takes the draw, flips it off on the side of Camera. Camera is going to run. He's going to try to lateral it. It's fumbled. That's going to be recovered by Wakefield.
Brendan Coughlin once again.
Coughlin scoops it up, but that's your ball game. So they tried a little razzle-dazzle. Got Camera the ball. Tried to get him to use his speed. But he had no choice. He tried to lateral it off, and it didn't work out. And it's the fumble recovered by Coughlin. And Wakefield, congratulations, is going to take this game, a terrific game, 21-14 here at home against Watertown.
Nice job there by Wakefield. Now both teams end the regular season with a 3-4 record, so that's interesting for the playoffs there.
Yeah, so we're going to have to wait now and play the wait-and-see game to see what kind of playoff matchups these teams might have. But Wakefield going over now, greeting their fans down to the left of us after the handshake at center. And another big win for the Warriors. Coming back after struggling in that fourth quarter, actually throughout most of the second half, but putting in that one great drive, the long pass to Gregson to the 1-yard line, and then the run by Fitzpatrick. So on senior night here, the Wakefield Warriors get the win at home here at Landrigan Field, 21-14.
That's right, final home game for those 24 seniors on the Wakefield roster for this regular season. Class 2018.
So I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight on Wakefield Community Access TV. I'm Dave Gardner along with Virginia Bree. And once again, our final score from Landrigan Field here in Wakefield, Massachusetts.
21-14.
It's the Wakefield Warriors 21 and the Watertown Raiders 14.
Nice job, Wakefield. Congratulations, Warriors, on the win.
Congratulations, boys, on the win on senior night here at home. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Good night.
Good night.